Yeah, hello and welcome to another update video on Bitcoin. We can see here that the market is pushing above the initial micro resistance. This is ideal because it finally gives us a first breakout signal for Bitcoin. There is some strength. And that's often normal that we start to see quite strong movements after days and days and days of consolidation. Whenever people are switching off, usually after consolidation, you get a very aggressive move. Like for example, we had it here after this period of sideways consolidation for a week. End of November, a rapid decline. We usually get it after these periods of consolidation, and then we needed a breakout signal. Now, this happens with some volume, which is good because without volume, those resistances and those support levels that we spent some time in this range since early December, they wouldn't be, you wouldn't be able to break them without volume. Weekend it didn't work, so finally we got some volume. Now you might remember that in the previous update, right? What did we talk about? First of all, nothing has really changed. Has anything changed now? Not really, but at least we have an attempted upside breakout. It's a bit too early to say if this is a sustained break. I mean, really, we have not even closed the 30-minute candle above resistance at this point. But it's important to recognize that the price has formed the B wave, extended the B wave, and it's followed the wave count I showed you in the last video. Why has it followed the wave count? Well, remember what we said. We said this here is likely the A wave in the orange count. Yeah, the other counts are possible as well, but even in the orange scenario, it looked a bit like W, X, and then in the Y wave, A, B, with a C wave to come, right? So we talked about that only a few hours ago. So that happened. The question is now, is this move up going to be strong enough to, let's say, transition towards the blue scenario? Remember what the blue scenario is and what the orange scenario is. Both of these are indicating the move to the upside is a wave 4, ABC, in wave 4, and then the move to the downside would start like this. The resistance area here for the orange count was 92,959. So we're currently breaking above it. I wouldn't call it a sustained breakout, and it's not invalidated or anything, right? But orange will become invalidated with a break above the swing high from last week at 94,300. And I would say at this point, it looks more likely that we are moving and extending this wave 4 in the blue scenario. So again, I'm only looking here at the shorter time frame. I explained so often in the last few days the bigger picture. Don't think we need to do that at this point. I also explained when I will shift towards the more bullish scenarios because, I'm not married to a scenario that needs to give us one more low. I would certainly add a little bit more. I would buy a little bit more if we get another low. But I already bought in the last couple of weeks. I mentioned it when I did and posted that on Discord. And so, I added some positions. But I'm just waiting. If we get another low, I'm going to add a little more. Whereas if we go up from here, I'm going to take profits at some point, right? At the moment, we've only moved back into resistance. And I said to you before, if we start to see strength in resistance, it is an indication that we have a more meaningful low in place. Now, the wave 4 scenario explicitly allows for another extension to the upside. So at this point, we're just moving within the scope of what a wave 4 bounce could do. And the blue extension allows for wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, another higher low and another higher high. And I said to you, should we break above 92,959, the door opens to a test of the 96,870 to $100,207 area. That seems to be where the market wants to go, right? So that would be my next upside target. And then we'll see how the market reacts there. If we don't see any weakness in that area, well, then we can talk about the more bullish cases and scenarios. Again, we're just ranging for now. So, but I'm very happy that we finally start to see some movement. So honestly, the orange count needs to start to show some weakness here, or it will be replaced completely by blue, and I will then change it for the next video. It's just basically a process of elimination, and we will remove the orange count, and then blue will become primary. Yeah, I mean, it's already the transition point right now. Yeah, I hope that that's clear. So that's the update on Bitcoin. Hope you like the update. If you did, if you like the update, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks so much. By the way, also make sure you follow us on X for additional updates, charts, news, and much more. Bitcoin, for example, was updated here before this video was uploaded. So check it out. I'll leave a link in the comments. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.